action.
Okay. We studied a couple weeks ago about how that Stephen was stoned by the Jews, and that there was a young man named Saul who stood by, who held everybody's coats while they were busy throwing rocks at Stephen, and that he was approving of the murder of Stephen. Well, Saul didn't stop there. He went to the leaders and he got permission to go from house to house, dragging out anybody who was a Christian and putting them in jail. And then he got permission to go to a town named Damascus, which was a little ways north of Jerusalem. I should have looked up how far north, but it was a ways north. But he got permission to go there and to start arresting Christians. They really wanted to stop this from spreading. And while he was on the road, on the way to Damascus, the Bible says a great light shone out of the sky. And that light was brighter than the sun at noontime. And it was so bright that Paul fell down. And Paul heard a voice. And he said, Paul, or Saul, I'm sorry, his name is Saul. Well, Saul, later he will change his name to Paul. The voice said, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And Saul said, well, who are you? And the voice said, I'm Jesus, the one you're persecuting. And it's hard for you to resist me. I want you to go on to Damascus. And there I'll tell you what I want you to do. When the light went away, the people who were with Paul didn't hear the voice. When the light went away, Paul was blind. So he went on to Damascus, and the place he was staying at was some sort of house, and he didn't eat anything, and he didn't drink anything for 3 days. And he was praying that whole time. Meanwhile, there was another man named Ananias. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Because all that came to my head was Ananias and Sapphira, and so my head...
Same name, different man.
Yeah, definitely different man. Because the other one's dead already. Ananias was praying, and God spoke to him. And he said, hey, Ananias, I want you to go down the street to so-and-so, to that house, and I want you to go see Saul, and I want you to tell him about me. And Ananias said, I know who this Saul is, and he was approving of Stephen being killed, and he's been arresting people for serving you. Are you sure about this? God said, yes, I'm sure. He's been praying, and he's seen a vision of you coming to him to pray for him. So Ananias went to where Saul was, and he said, Brother Saul, the God who spoke to you, he's making sure we're talking about the same God. That God sent me to you to pray for you. And he laid his hands on Saul, and when he did, the Bible says there was like scales fell off Saul's eyes, and he could see again. And Ananias told Saul about Jesus. Saul gave his heart to the Lord, and from here on in the Bible we call him Paul. He changed his name when he changed his heart. He became a new person, name and all. And from here on, God told Paul, there is a lot that you're going to suffer because of worshiping me and because of serving me. I have a special job for you to do. Okay, so let's sing our song. From glory to glory, he's changing me. Changing shown to the